this notion in the book. I refer to Stopportunities as those moments where we spot disruption coming, and there's a framework called pause. And I draw the analogy, and we talked about the fermata in music. And the fermata is that music symbol and composition. It's a technique that forces the orchestra, the band, the music, the silence to suspend for a minute, to pause. And great leadership needs pauses like that for us to think through what that disruption might mean, to regain the momentum or find a bigger, better next move within that stillness. And that's when you shared that you have your version of that called hitting the pause button, or the snooze button.
Right.
So tell me about how you landed on that and how you deploy the snooze button in business.
Yeah, I think I'm guessing something we both share is lifting or borrowing, stealing things from outside of business to apply to business, right?
Yes.
Music, sports, etc.
Yeah.
And I remember one morning, I don't know what prompted it, but I hit snooze on my alarm, which I normally don't really do. I'm not a snoozer, but hit snooze. And I remember later thinking, hey, there's probably an analogy there to be leveraged. And I didn't even really know where to place it yet. But that was sort of the origin of hitting snooze.
Okay.
And I have learned to hit snooze over the years because I think most entrepreneurs are wired for action. Sometimes momentum, regardless of whether it's forward or in reverse, right? There's action. We usually tend to be somewhat decisive. And I definitely have those sorts of traits. So I think that me learning to hit snooze has helped me temper some of my tendency to move too quickly.
Yeah.
Right. I forget what leadership article it was, but I guess there was some famous fire chief in, I think, Philadelphia, who was revered for his ability to know when everybody needed to leave a burning building, that it was going to implode or go to hell. And it wasn't that he was a wizard or a magician. It's that he had honed his senses over the years to the point where he couldn't really articulate it, but it was the combination of smell and sound and the way the air was moving that helped him have a really refined sense for that. That was kind of like a well-known thing, right?
Yeah.
So our spidey sense, knowing when we got to hit snooze, is, I think, like that too, right?
Yep.
I think that again, email is easy because if I'm standing there, because I have a standing desk, and get pissed off at an email, then like that's a pretty easy emotion to recognize. I think that the other moments that drive that pause or the fermata are when I feel like we're on our heels and not our toes, or that we can't speak to and define our actions and decisions from places of principle, and instead it's reactive or for optics or rushed.
Yeah.
When I feel either of those sort of circumstances are true, that's when I feel like, hey, we gotta hit snooze.
Yeah.
Get back on our toes. Make sure we're doing the right things for the right reasons that we're in charge of.
Yeah.